Today we're going to be digging into the Spirit Island expansion, Jagged Earth. It came out last year, 2020. Now this plays for 1 to 6 players in about 90 minutes, and it's recommended for ages 14 and up. Now, if you're not familiar with Spirit Island, I'm going to direct you to some of my other videos that explain the base game and why I love it. Now, this expansion of Spirit Island is basically Spirit Island again. It includes so much. So it includes new scenarios, new event cards, 10 new spirits. It includes new major powers, new minor powers. It includes new blight cards, new fear cards. It includes all of the tokens that came in the Branch and Claw expansion, in addition to a new Badlands token. More components, more little men, more little cities, more little towns, more little Dohan. All of this stuff is included. 2 new island boards, so you can play with 2 more people. That's pretty cool. And also element tokens, which are basically the different elements that the spirits deal with. And they're in little like cardboard token form, so you can actually move those around and play with those. Now, to be upfront with you, I am not a big expansion person. I don't drop everything and run and buy an expansion as soon as one comes out for my favorite game. The idea of changing or adding to a game that I already love incredibly kind of frightens me. I have had experiences with expansions where it just kind of mushes the game and doesn't actually make it better. Maybe changes the balance of the game or the elegance of the game. So yeah, I was looking forward to playing with new spirits, but I was a little wary of what this expansion would bring to Spirit Island. We've played it quite a lot over the holidays, and I have come to the conclusion that it's a good one. My husband explained it this way. I asked him for a quote. This is the quote from Minotto. It gives you more ways to play without giving you more to play. In other words, it gives you more choices without loading you down with new rules. If you're already familiar with the Branch and Claw expansion, there really isn't any new additional rules except for the isolation and the addition of the Badlands tokens, but they're very minor rules. I think the best part about this expansion is the spirits. 10 new spirits. We actually have 12 because we got the promo pack, the second promo pack with Pretty Birds. At this point, between the 2 of us, Daniel and I, we've played all of them. He's played about half, I've played about half. What we've discovered about these spirits is that they bring unique abilities, unique characteristics, without making the old spirits redundant. Even the new major power and minor powers that they added, and of course, all the spirits have their own unique card powers. Those cards just play succinctly in with the rest of the cards. It's quite an achievement the way that they did that. It's not like you're constantly trying to get rid of trash cards from your deck because you can't use them. They still work. Initially, I was a little discouraged when I saw that all the new spirits that came in Jagged Earth had a complexity level of moderate or high, or very high. Because the spirits that I favor in the original base game are the low complexity ones. They just give me less to think about. I can focus on what I'm doing. I am a little ADD, so it really helps to have just kind of pared down spirits. But to my delight and surprise, I have found that I like quite a few of these new spirits. Even though they are more complex, they aren't necessarily rules heavy. Some of them are very rules heavy. Some of them I will not touch with a 6-foot pole. They are just like crazy. There's some spirits that are not for me, but quite a few of them, even some spirits that were complexity level high, I really liked, and I have found that they just work with my playstyle. So I was quite happy with that result, and I'm really excited about a lot of the new spirits. One of the things that I really enjoy about the expansion, in addition to all the exciting new spirits and major power cards, is the element tokens. They were added for specific spirits. I have found those element tokens extremely helpful with almost all the spirits where I can use them as markers to remind me what to use. I put them on my card when I'm using them for different things. It makes the different spirits easier to manage, and I really appreciate that they added this visual aid for people to play a little bit easier. As a negative for this expansion, the artwork is okay. Some of it is bad, and some of the cards are just very cartoony. I don't know. You don't play Spirit Island for the artwork. I mean, you just don't. It's not what it's about. I don't know. It just doesn't matter so much in Spirit Island because there is so much to look at. There's so much happening. There's so many mechanics working together that it's so exciting aside from the artwork. So playing with these new spirits has really given us a new strategy to winning Spirit Island. You can win with a blighted island. It's not easy, it's not pretty, but you can do it. And it's actually really been fun and kind of eye-opening. Before with the base, with the original Spirit Island, we always just, fear, really work on the fear and never get blight. Never get blight, you'll be okay, you'll be able to get through those fear cards and you can win. Now, there's quite a few spirits that you need blight for good things to happen for that spirit. You need to play around with that. There's the volcano spirit that actually creates tons of blight. So there's been quite a few games recently that as we've been experimenting with the different spirits where the invader deck and the fear deck was like neck and neck, and we didn't know if we were gonna make it. But at the very end, we were able to just build up that spirit just enough to wipe them out. We haven't had so many close games as we have playing with the expansion. It's been exciting, it's been a lot of fun, and we're just looking forward to game nights with more players and having opportunities to teach this game to more people. So as far as expansions go, this exceeded my expectations. It didn't outdo what Spirit Island was. It just built upon it. There was just so much creativity at work, and they had such an excellent foundation that they could just build upon that and just go wild with their imaginations. Some of the spirits break your brain when you learn what they can do. They make some spirits that you can, make a land not exist. And I know that sounds bonkers, it doesn't even seem like it would make sense for such a strategic game as Spirit Island, but it does. It's really helpful if a land that's about to blight doesn't exist for one turn. You can tell they really poured a lot of passion and had a lot of fun with these different spirits, and I applaud them. They're very good. They're very fun. As far as future content, I do plan to go back over the spirits as I play them more. Some of them I've only played once, had really great impressions with, but I feel like I should play them a little bit more. And I'm going to be covering the individual spirits almost like board games in and of themselves to really explain what they do, how they work, and what I like about them. Because let's face it, Spirit Island is not a simple game where you can just spiel off the different factions and that's how you play. Each character has its own rules, its own abilities, its own unique system of how it plays in the world of Spirit Island, and I think it'll just be more appropriate to go over each one that really stands out to me, and I think I might get Daniel to join me with some of those spirit reviews, so you can look for those in the future. I do want to make a recommendation. If you have not played the base game, do not buy the expansion. It's a lot to learn. The spirits of the base game are great. You will have so much content to work with. Buy that base game, dig into it, and then consider the expansion. You don't want to ruin your first experience with Spirit Island by adding too much. Thank you so much for watching this review of Spirit Island Jagged Earth. I hope that you enjoyed it and learned something new. And come again. We'll see you in the next one.